This question comes all the way from Montana, from Carrie, who writes, what the... Okay, you guys need to clean up your language a little bit. What is what is an unclear antecedent? Can you explain it to me and how to fix it? My teacher keeps docking me points, and I had it. All right, well, this video is for you. This is going to explain what an unclear antecedent is, how to avoid it, and how to fix it. So there are two different types of unclear antecedents in academic papers. One of them you see a heck of a lot. The other one you don't see as much, but you see it more in the creative writing platform and a lot of K through 12 writing. Not so much the academic college and university style papers. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend a lot of time on the second, and we're going to just briefly touch on the first one where we don't really see it that much. So what is an unclear antecedent to begin with? Because guaranteed your teachers have mentioned it before, and you're like, what the heck is this thing? Well, this is what it is. So the definition is when a sentence does not clearly identify which noun or subsequent pronoun refers to the error is referred to as an unclear antecedent. Antecedent is just Latin. Anti means before, and cedent means which follows or what precedes. So it's unclear. The sentence that you wrote is unclear because of your previous sentence. So if you write a sentence with an unclear antecedent, it means you used a pronoun that could refer to more than one person, place, or thing. It can also mean that what you just wrote doesn't make sense because it's not clear enough. And let me explain how this works. Okay, so the first type of unclear antecedent, the one that I don't see that much in academic papers, is kind of what the definition is does not clearly identify which noun a subsequent pronoun refers to. So I like to use this example. I'll bring it over here. Once again, I don't see this a lot in academic writing, a ton in K-12 writing and creative writing. So Jeff handed his father his glove. Well, great. So Jeff handed his father his glove. Did Jeff hand his father his father's glove, or did Jeff hand his own glove to his father? You see the confusion on that personal pronoun his, right? So how can you fix this? Well, you have to be able to avoid the use of those personal pronouns that can cause confusion. That's why I always harp on personal pronouns, because it can cause major issues. So a great one that you can do is Jeff handed his father's glove back to him, right? I still don't like the sentence all that much, but at least you get the point. And on whose glove is it? Jeff handed his father's glove back to him, right? It's a lot clearer. So let's do another one. Okay, so the next one actually came from a student who posted, hey, I'm having a hard time rephrasing this sentence. And it is actually it's a very short sentence, a very difficult sentence because of the unclear antecedent. So Karen left Kelly's book on her desk. Okay, great. Which Karen, where did she leave the book? On Kelly's desk or on Karen's desk? Do you see the confusion? Kelly left Kelly's book on her desk. Well, which desk is that? So I try to let my students, and I try to teach you guys, try to write how you speak. Because typically how you speak, it's not necessarily grammatically correct, but it's a little bit close. So if you're having a hard time writing, well, how would you actually say it? Well, you can say it like this, right? Kelly left Kelly's book. Karen left Kelly's book on Kelly's desk, right? That's one way to say it. How about this one, which is a little bit longer, but a heck of a lot more clear. Karen left the book on Kelly's desk because it belonged to her. That's a better sentence and a clearer sentence, even though it's longer. Okay, so that's the first type of unclear antecedent I see. Now let's move on to the second type. Okay, so let's get going. Let me delete this here. We don't need this anymore. Let me pull over an example on a student paper. This is straight from their paper. So the moral treatments of both alleged and convicted criminals should be common practice within corrections facilities. This relies upon a clear understanding of objective moral principles that yield consistent ethical behavior. Pretty good sentences, but what the heck does this mean? The moral treatment of both alleged and convicted criminals, blah, 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 blah. This relies upon a clear understanding of objective moral. I have no idea what this means. So you're going to have to rephrase it. And as an editor, I can't even tell you what this means. So this would be one of those notes that I write on your papers. Hey, this is unclear. You're going to have to fix it, because I can't fix it even as an editor. You as the author can, because you know what this actually means. Okay, so let's go into this one. This one has 2. According to the U.S. or the 2018 U.S. Department of Justice report, 431 people out of 100,000 living in the United States are prison inmates. These are the most dangerous people groups within society who typically fall in the custody of corrections officers. This has created a hostile environment, resulting in the inhumane treatment of inmates. Okay, grammar, okay, writing there, but what's super confusing? Well, you have 2. You have these and this. Okay, what does these mean? These are the most dangerous people. So you could put prison inmates instead of these are the most dangerous people groups. You could put in the most dangerous groups within a society, right? So prison inmates. So what does these represent? Well, it represents prison inmates. And look, you corrected it. So the second one right here is this. This has created a hostile environment resulting in inhumane treatment of inmates. Well, what does this mean? And that's another one that I can't, as a teacher, I can't really correct it because I don't know what you are thinking as the author. And so that's why it's a little bit confusing. Now, unclear antecedents, you can fix them just like this by really focusing on this and these and that. Like, what do those represent? Why did you put this? Does it make sense? Did you explain what this is or that is? So whenever you see this or that, it's a red flag. Make sure you spend a little bit of time clarifying. I hope this video helped. And once again, if you have any kind of questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below.